Okay. Hi, Chris.
Yes, hi Christopher. Good morning. How are you today?
I'm great. I'm really good.
What I'd like to speak to you or ask you about today is from the point of view of the human design newbie.
Right.
Those of us that might come to your website or have been referred to that know very little about human design yet. So um, could I begin then by asking you, just from a very basic point of view, in a nutshell, I'm arriving at your website for the first time. What is human design, and how will it benefit me?
Okay. I can answer that in one sentence. It's human design, in essence, is an invitation to freedom and to really enjoy your life. Boom. That's the benefits and everything. But I'll go into it in a little bit more detail. But I want you to really hear that. It's not just a marketing ploy. It's an invitation to freedom. Freedom to be your true self. And to enjoy your life. To have a life where you experience true satisfaction, true success, true peace, and true delight in the fact that you're alive. So that's the essence of what human design is. Now, human design is also a system, and it's made up of the very, very best out of ancient wisdom. You know, things that have been used for thousands and thousands of years, and have been in various cultures, like the I Ching in China, the energy centers in India and various cultures, Kabbalah, which is the way energy's linked together in the Jewish tradition, astrology that's been used all around the world. The very best of that, not the distortions of it, but the very best of that combined with the most cutting edge science and genetics. Well, genetics is a science, but there are things like cutting edge nuclear physics and cutting edge genetics. And those are combined together to create a system that's totally new, that focuses on how you make decisions as the most practical application. And then from there, everything else follows. Does that make sense?
Yes, so from what you're saying then, I get that this is a combination of almost everything else that's gone before it, combined, assembled, and kind of synchronized in a completely different way to somehow produce the result of helping me understand myself better.
Yeah, that's a very good way of putting it. But it's not just the best of what's happened, and I don't mean a mishmash of everything. There are elements taken out of the best of what's worked in the past, like honouring your tradition, and then it's combined with the very cutting edge of where science is taking us. And they put together, not to again make a mishmash, but to create something that is brand new and very, very practical. So you've taken the best of the past and brought them into the present, and then taken the best of science and made it practical, and then put it together so you can know without a shadow of a doubt how you are designed to make decisions in your real life and in the real world of living as a physical human being. So this is a way of not just understanding yourself, because not everyone's actually here to understand themselves, but everyone is here to make decisions. Everyone is responsible for the decisions they make in their life. And this shows you precisely how to make decisions in the way that works for you.
Now, okay, so I'm just trying to get my head around how does that show me. Obviously, for me to understand how to make better decisions, there is something about myself I will need to understand deeper or more clearly, or less delusional, or some benefit to the way that I'm operating already. Is that right?
Absolutely. In fact, I can summarise it. First step is to really understand the true role of your mind.
The true role of my mind.
But yeah, your mind, the thing that we use to think about everything, to imagine, to dream, to vision, to set intentions, to share our experience, to observe, to measure, all of that in our brain and our mind. That has a role. And for a long time, it was used to make decisions, and it created the world that we've come out of. But today, the role of the mind is not to make decisions about your physical life. All the other things I mentioned, the mind has that to do, and it's very good at doing it. But when it comes down to making decisions, real life decisions that affect you in this physical world, that affect your body, it is not the way now to make decisions. We have inside of us what is called an inner authority that is much more accurate and appropriate for making decisions in today's world. Now, the beauty is that doesn't deny the mind. You're not out to squash the mind or get rid of it. It sets the mind free so it can soar, use its imagination, use its ability to measure and observe in new and exciting ways, unburdened by having to worry about the problems in your everyday life. And at the same time, you're given an alternative way of making decisions that's deadly accurate when it comes to what's right for you and what isn't right for you. So when you make a decision about a relationship or your business or where to live or what to do in your life, how to raise your children, you know that decision is either the right decision for you or not the right decision for you. And you can trust that. And that means you can move through your life one decision at a time to get to the life you're truly designed to live, not end up living the life you think you're supposed to live and feeling dissatisfied, frustrated, angry, all the consequences of, living the life we think we're supposed to live, but it doesn't really satisfy us.
Okay. Well, look, in the interest of keeping this pretty short, look, you've sold me because I'm one of those people that's always interested to understand more about how I operate and how I can enjoy my life better. Mm-hmm. Oh, incidentally, we've got the most heavy rain shower here right now. I hope and it's quite noisy in here. Is it affecting us?
Well, I can hear it, but, it's raining. What are you going to do about it? It's like, I think this should be done without any rain.
Yeah, okay.
This is the fact, hey, it's raining.
It's really raining. So finally, I just want to ask you, what would be the next step for me then now, with my interest? What would be the next step in me progressing through and understanding more about human design from my initial interest now that you've sold me? You've sold me on wanting to know more.
Okay, well, the first thing is to find out your human design type. And the way you do that is by getting a human design chart done. Now, it's just going to be a technical chart that looks like a wiring chart for the house, the electrics in your house or in a car or something like that. Don't worry about that. Just get the chart done so you can have a look at that and see whether you're a manifestor or a generator or a manifesting generator or a projector or a reflector. Now,
okay, so I believe I can do that on your website now, can't I?
You can go to the website and get the chart there. There's a little facility there where you can go and get that chart done. And then after that, you need a consultation to explain what that chart means to you. Now, if you want, by all means, go and explore the internet. But there's nothing as good as having someone who really understands human design, who you really resonate with, and who can make it simple and practical and easy to follow to explain your chart to you. And obviously, I offer that opportunity for you. You can make a booking on the site and have a consultation with me, and we can explore more how your human design operates. However, whatever you do, check it out, because human design is the most practical, new, science metaphysical science, call it what you will. It's the marriage of the best of science and the best of metaphysics. It's the newest approach that gives you the information you need to deal with the change that's happening in the world right now. It's far too complicated what's happening in your life and in this world for your mind to be able to follow what's going on. You know,
Okay.
you need that mind, but you also need to know how to make decisions in a simple, practical way that works for you so you can navigate the changes that are happening in the world right now successfully.
Okay, well, look, I'd like to say to everybody that so far Christopher's got me. I'm fascinated to learn more about it. We're going to put up on the screen here a link to the page where you can go and get a chart, and where from also you can go and book a consultation with Christopher. Christopher, thank you very much. I'd like to wrap that one up here. We will go on to another question on another clip that will lead on from this, but thank you very much for this one.
My pleasure, Chris. It's raining, it's pouring, but you're alive and awake. It's fantastic. See you later, mate.
See you in a minute.